The first thing you need to do is get all your scrap wood together, make sure it's all the same thickness, make sure it's all the same width, and then you can start cutting it down to the length that you want your coat rack to be at the end of the day. After you've got all of your lengths cut, you can kind of play around with the design that you like and then figure out those measurements for where you're going to be drilling the holes to insert your rod that's going to go completely through this project. Once you have all of those pieces marked, you can go ahead and move over to the drill press. I created a little jig that's going to help me just repeat the same drills over and over again. So I could place this one at the 2 centimeter mark, drill all of my holes, and then I could just move it over for the 4 centimeter ones and drill all of those holes. And it just helps make everything a lot quicker and efficient at the end of the day. For your final 2 pieces that are going to go on the left and the right side of your project, you want to make sure that you're not drilling all the way through those in order to hide that rod. So I like to set my depth gauge here and just drill about halfway through the project itself. That way the rod has a place to sit at the end of the day. Then you can go ahead and just put the rod through them all, kind of give them a nice light little sand. And then after the sanding is all done, I come back with those pieces that are going to be the actual hangers, and I like to cut a little 45-degree angle on them, making sure not to just go straight to the tip so that there's no sharp edges at the end of the day. On my side pieces, I decided to give them a mitered look instead of a flat box look. So I just went ahead and cut those sides at a 45-degree angle, and then took another piece of scrap and glued it directly to the side. After that, I was able to cut down my metal rod once I figured out the size that I needed for that to go in between all of the pieces. And before you put the rods in there and glue everything together, it's important to oil up the sides of your pieces. Don't do it to the back or the front yet, because you are going to be doing some more gluing, so you don't want that oil to stop any of that glue from penetrating into your piece at the end of the day. So on the back side, you're going to want to mark 2 places where the hooks are, and then you can pre-drill a hole for where your mounting points are going to be. If you prefer to have more than 2, simple enough. Pull back another hook, mark that area, and drill a hole in that location as well. After that, you can take some CA glue or wood glue or whatever you'd like, put them on the pieces that will not be moving. That's very important. Do not put them on the hooks, and then glue it onto the back. I decided to take a little small piece here, cut a 45-degree angle on them, and put them down towards the bottom. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow those hooks to open up to that 45-degree angle and then stop in that position at the end of the day. It's as simple as just taking it up there, putting in 1 screw, putting a level on top, and then putting in your second screw after that. And just like that, in a couple of minutes, you have yourself a nice, modern, wooden coat hanger, or in this case, a bathroom robe towel hanger. Same thing, but it's beautiful. Thanks for watching.